What up? What up? Good morning. Internet's out, so I'm live from the phone. Fuck me. Oh yeah, you got an ounce? That's fire. Oh man. Need the internet to come back. I had a bunch of computer work I needed to do today. And my hotspot's not working for some reason either. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but getting behind on work. Yeah, I feel that, Tony. Man, washing while you're sick sucks, bro. Just wait until you're better. you'll you'll not regret that decision. Every time I try to wash when I'm under the weather, it just feels like it's a half-hearted wash because I can't put my all into it. Nice little chunk, start the day. Definitely gonna finish this jar off probably this morning's session. I'm all out of pre-packaged 2 gram jars, so actually all I have left is bulk baby backs, which I don't feel like getting into, and then stuff that I need to wash. Cheers. Oof. Oof. That was a good hit. Man, the plants are raging. That super boof dries back so fast. She's so aggressive. I think I'm going to have a hard time with having her on a tray with other plants. Like if I water according to her watering schedule, things are going to get overwatered on that tray. If I feed according to the other plants, she's going to get underwatered. So I'm going to have to play around with like an average of super boof plus the other stuff on the tray. I might have to do some like hand waterings or additional drippers on the super boof plants. Really don't want to go the additional dripper route, but I can if I need to. Once I transplant to the bigger pots, it won't be as big of a problem because each plant will have 4 drippers. Then if I want, I could just add 1 extra dripper to each of the super boof plants and that should hopefully fix it. But we'll have to see. Nah, Ocean, that's a pain in the butt. Easier just to keep it all on the same setup. Just add an extra dripper or hand watering once every other day. Yeah, all the other plants were looking good, but she was drying back hard this morning. Her pot was pretty dry and lightweight. I went in there and hand watered a little bit to each of the super boof plants, but that was it. Probably when I up pot them in a couple of days and I fully resaturate everything in the bigger pots, then I'll really get to see how much faster she's going to dry back than a Pido. Then we'll know what kind of trouble I'm really in for. Cheers, Barstool. I'm doing 4 drippers to every plant. Square pot, I'm going to do 1 in each corner. 0.3 gallon per hour drippers. Going for equal saturation and coverage, so that way the EC in the medium is even, the water content is even, the root growth is even, when you just do two corners, usually it's robust in those two corners and lacking in the two that don't have drippers. So fewer plants per light, going 4 plants per light instead of 6. Maybe if I have enough plants that look like they're doing fire, then I'll go with 6. But I had planned for 4 plants per light. Four plants per light, 4 drippers per plant. On the super boof, I'll throw a 5th dripper. Re-vegging. Just set veg conditions and 18 hours of light. Cheers. Oof. Some people will do like 24 hours of light and a re-veg, but I don't recommend it. 16 to 18 hours. Oof. That was a good one. It ripped me up. Oof. Oof. All right. Just looking at shit on the graphs from last night to today. We're on day 15 of veg. Probably flip in like a week or two. Maybe like 2 weeks. Pretty good dry back overnight. Some irrigations this morning. This is where we're sitting right now. Looks like we need to do a few more irrigations, to be honest, in the morning. Get that water content all the way back up to the field capacity, because we didn't do that today. Let's go in there and check them out. Batch tanks and stock tanks come tomorrow. Look at that Mac V2 structure. Fido. Pretty big leaves. Some more Mac V2. And then Super Boof. I wanted to see if I could check the roots on any of these, but not sure if we can. Let's see. Not bad. Filling up quick. Need to finish up this ASAP. Wonder what the weight is at now. $20.44. All right, we're getting there. It's almost dried up completely. Almost. 20.44. Don't let me forget that number. Ugh. All right. Probably get those plants moved over and put on the other tray. Run all the irrigation later this afternoon. Santi, you ready to go take a nap soon?
No.
Things are looking good. All right, let's put those numbers in real quick. Hopefully I can even pull up my document, man. Fuck. I can't because there's no internet. So I'm just gonna make a notepad document. 2044. And then I gotta grab some numbers from my database to see where we're at. Luckily I can still access everything since it's local to my network. It's not on the cloud or anything like that. Makes it real easy to make sure I have all my data and my room is running good. Doesn't even matter if my internet went out. Makes no difference at all. All right, so we've got a 0.36 EC. We've got a 9.8 permittivity. And then we've got a 30.43 Celsius temperature. Cool. So I need to get like 2 more readings, and one of them is going to be like when it's fully dried, and then after that, I'll be able to send all my numbers in to my developer, and he's going to help me put together custom calibration for these sensors in this medium. So I'm not doing dry back calculations, Rich. What I'm doing is I'm collecting raw data from the sensor, right? And I'm correlating it to the gravimetric weight. So the substrate, when I first started it out, was bone dry. So I know what the starting weight of the substrate was. I know what the pot weight plus the sensor is. And so then I'm able to add water to it, fully saturate it, right? And now I know how much total water it can hold, right? Because I can take the new weight with everything, the pot, the substrate, the sensor, the everything, and it's fully saturated, and I weigh it, and I subtract the dry substrate, the pot weight and the dry substrate weight, and then it gives me the water weight, right? So now I know how much water is by weight is actually in this specific volume of substrate. And then as it dries out, I continue to take those measurements over and over and over until it's completely dry. And now I can correlate my raw values from the sensor to a known number where we say, hey, this volume of this substrate can hold this much water, right? So that means that's 100%, water potential, right? And then goes down from there, and then we correlate that to the sensor values, and we have our own custom volumetric water content calibration. So then when we do put the plant in the pot and the plant starts drying back, we know that the volumetric water content numbers that we're getting are accurate for that substrate. Now, this is going to be specifically for Canna cocoa, very fine grain cocoa, kind of like coffee grounds. We'll do another calibration for rock wool, another one for soil, and then go from there, maybe like a more chippy cocoa, like a, what do they say, like 70-30, or whatever you want to call it. All right. One more Dabaroni, and then I'm going to get up out of here. I got some stuff to take care of. An eyelash in my eye. Fuck me. Man, I might have to go to a Starbucks to work today. They were supposed to have the internet fixed 2 hours ago. Still down. Shit, for you out in the field, Rich, you'd probably be more concerned with water potential rather than water percentage. The water matrix potential is far more important, and soil especially, which is the volumetric water content percentage is basically just how much of the substrate by volume is water, right? And obviously the substrate can't be 100% water, right? So usually it caps out at filled capacity, right, of, depending on the substrate, 65 to 75, 80%. Now, for your water matrix potential, it's not concerned with the percentage of water to substrate. It's concerned with how difficult or easy it is to move water from one point to another within the substrate. So essentially, if you have water that's down, you know, I don't know, let's just say it's down 3 feet or whatever, and you have roots that are trying to move the water from point A to point B, the 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 better the water potential, the lower the KPA, right? So think about like leaf VPD, air VPD, right? The KPA is essentially the stress or the pool that you're putting on the leaf to transpire. The roots have the same thing, right? But if the KPA is too low, i.e. it's overwatered, or it's too high, i.e. it's too far dried back, it's going to make it very difficult because of the pressure in the root zone for the roots to pull that water across the substrate. Okay? And so that's the water potential, the water matrix potential. And its unit of measurement is KPA or kilopascals. Okay? So typically, you want to find the right KPA at which the plants are going to be thriving and try and keep them in a range close to that. When you're pushing stress, you're going to find what KPA you need to stress the plants without wilting them, and then that's your stress KPA, right? But in soil, KPA is king. Overwater percentage. I have been trying to get my phone to do mobile hotspot all morning, but it's not working right. I restarted my phone and everything, so I don't know what's going on. It's on some dumb shit today. So I'm gonna pivot for a while because I don't have a choice. Get some other stuff done, and I'll come back. And either internet will be fixed or hotspot will be working or I'm going to fucking Starbucks. I haven't tried USB-C sharing. No, just the regular mobile hotspot. Come on, get in there. Fuck you. Next. Some of these just aren't designed to make it in there. I have fiber to the house, so it's pretty quick. It's usually at least a gig, but that varies depending on the device I'm on. Let's rip this guy. I haven't ripped this one in a couple days. Everybody's going crazy asking me about my air tubing. It's crazy. People on IG, people on here. I wish I could share the link with you guys, but I haven't found it yet. And right now I can't even look for it, so I'm kind of fucked on that one. If and when I find it, I will share it. This is this isn't even 6. It's like some custom shit. It's like 4.5, almost 5 inch. I'm running 6-inch fans to 4-inch reducers, and then the tubing is still a little bit loose over that. So I think the tubing's got to be at least 4.5 to 5 inches. All right, here's the last dab, as promised. I'm trying to break it up into more of a crumble so I can pour it onto the slurper versus using the dab tool. I think we're going to be good to go. It's a pretty hefty dab. It'd be hard to get it to all fall out of there because it's kind of sticking still. But we'll try it. We shall try. Yeah, 100%, Tony. It's funny because I'm actually thinking about grabbing an Xbox soon and getting back into Gears of War and PUBG. Now that my work requirements are dying down a little bit, I have a little bit more free time. The kids are older, mostly sleeping through the night now, so it's about time for Daddy to start gaming again. I haven't had a console in so long. I had to look it up and see what the newest Xbox is. I didn't even know what it was. I just I can't see myself spending entirely too much time on it like I used to. Maybe, an hour or two here or there. Because, late at night when I'm finding like, yo, I'm going to be done working for the night. I just want to unwind, and I have to force myself to stop working and coding, right? And just call it a night. But when that time comes, it would be nice to just pop on the console right here and fucking get a round or two in of some PUBG or Gears and then be like, all right, cool, time to go to bed. I can't do mobile versions, bro. It doesn't do it for me. Popping somebody's dome on console versus popping somebody's dome on mobile, it ain't the same. Cheers. Oof. my buddy. I was surprised it all came out of there that easy. Alright, y'all. Go be positive. Go be productive. Get some shit done. I'm going to do the same. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.